What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. You know, guys, I want to talk about something that is paramount to the Black community. I was talking to brother George about this. You know what is very interesting? You know, people hate you for the things that you're doing that's negative. If you're a drug dealer, if you're an IG model, if you are thotting it up, if you're a sellout, these people will hate you for participating in those things, all right? And let's say, for example, you understand what they are saying and you stop those things. And then you want to change your life around. You're going to find out that not everybody is going to change their opinion about you. That's interesting, right? You're a stripper, you'll always be, to some people, a hoe. You're a drug dealer, you'll always be to what? A pookie. You're a guy that used to do some selling out before, and you've woken up to what the things are. You're always the raccoon. And you know what? One of the things I've seen is this happen in churches, right? I seen Blac Chyna making a lot of money as an OnlyFans model. She took out her silicone, her butt injections, and all of this. And I mean, this picture here is interesting. She's basically worshiping Christ on Easter. She's trying to make a change. Got baptized, all of this. Many people are going to still say she's for the streets. And you know what? You could be right. And I think that 2-3 years ago, I would come out and be like, she's lying. You can't trust this. But what if she's changing? What if she's in the process of a change? What if it takes a long time to change? And I'm just using her as an example because this happens a lot of times with Black men. With me, there are things that 10 years ago, or 6 years ago, or 5 years ago, that I felt in a certain level of my life. That's not true today in 2023. It's not true for you in 2023. Right? It's not. You don't live the same lifestyle. Some of the things you used to do, they used to have a song in church say, the things I used to do, I don't do no more. I'm not where I used to be. That's another saying, but I think I'm not where I used to be. I'm not where I'm supposed to be, but thank God I'm not where I'm used to be. That involves change, right? But you know what? So many of us in the Black community always want to beat you down about your last life. People always want to go out and find dirt on your name. They go back and look for things that happened 10 years ago. They go back and look for things 7 years ago. But if you ask people around that person, how is this person? That person's great, right? Then you have some bum somewhere that don't do nothing, that don't give nobody no business, that's a nobody. These people will go back and they'll dig up things on you, trying to make you look bad for things you've done in the past. And I get it, especially if it's on the internet, it's going to be there. But that person ain't the same person anymore. Just like you ain't the same person anymore. And the question is Blac Chyna for real? I don't know. But she definitely, is she going to grift the Christianity? Don't know. But it don't matter. I'm going to tell you why. Because a lot of folks ain't never going to leave. A lot of people never going to let this go. And that's why I'm in the Black community. We miss out on so many people who have made a mistake. They're trying to change their life. They're trying to be impactful. They're doing all these things. A man used to be doing this, change his life. Y'all still hating on him. They got to do something miraculous, like die. Or, like Malcolm X, he didn't start really getting a whole lot of respect until to the 80s. From what they were telling me. Malcolm X in the late 60s, 70s. Listen, we started bringing him back up, it seems like 80s and 90s, right? You got to almost die. Because what are you going to do with Malcolm X? The Malcolm X argument. Malcolm X was what? Pimp, robber, crook, scam artist. Look how he changed his life. What you gonna do about Paul in the Bible? What you gonna do with Martin Luther King? And I'm talking about for you pro-blacks, I know that he had almost married a white woman. What are you gonna do about him? Everybody got some dirt on their name. Everybody. There is nobody living now with no dirt on their name. But we don't want to be serious here. And I'm telling you, we're missing out by not giving folks a chance. And I'm not saying that she's the truth, and I know that she's a single mom and all these problems. I get it. I understand it. She's all of a sudden posting positive messages about Jesus. Well, what do you want her to post positive messages about? If we're gonna be honest, do y'all want her? Because if she gets on there twerking with the booty cheeks out, you gonna say she's starting it up, right? She's taking out the booty cheeks. She took all that out. So she removed those things. I'm not saying why she's doing it. I don't know why. But she showed evidence of that. Well, she's still a thought. Okay. Well, what was the purpose of her not doing it? Like, we got to be honest here in the black community. What is the purpose? He a pookie. He out there in the streets. Okay, so the guy ain't in the streets no more. He don't sell no drugs no more. He talking to school kids now, right? And I get it, right? He helped destroy the community, but he realized he was doing the wrong thing. He's now trying to do, shout out to Big U, people like that. They're now trying to do the right thing. I think it's Rollo. He was in the jail for like 20 minutes from the Gillian Rollo podcast. What's the name of the podcast Gillian Rollo got? The $1 Million Worth of Game? Okay. So they stopped what they was doing. They stopped it. They don't do that no more. All right? I used to be one of the most judgmental people, but I look at what people do. You know what? Forget, because anybody can tell you anything. I do this. What's your personal life, what you did right now? I look at what you're doing right now. Because I didn't know you didn't. I don't care. Do you do what you say you're going to do right now? And if what you bearing fruit of right now is the truth, I'm going to deal with what you're doing. If you're a fraud, I'm also going to deal with that. But what you're doing right now is what matters. And we spend too much time beating people down from what they did in the past. I can still see it if they're doing it in the past, but they're not doing that right now. They're not. A lot of people ain't who they used to be. Some people was on drugs. Some people was different lifestyles. Some people was, like I said, they changed everything. And you who want somebody to give, you want somebody to give somebody to you the benefit of doubt for your progress, but you don't do that for nobody else. Ain't that funny how that works? But guys, what you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Appreciate you for all that you do. Strap it to bell. We're out.